Okay.
Тепер номер 50.
Львів, номер 59 із нашого файного містечка Dauphin залишка. Тепер тренерський штаб, асистент помічного обладнання з Dauphin Романо. Асистент помічника обладнання з Dauphin Джонатан Фастер. Менеджер обладнання та тренер з фізичної підготовки з Dauphin Хова. Тренер вратарів з Dauphin Ден Кіпінг. Асистент головного тренера з Гілберт-Плейнзу Рік Фріз. Асистент головного тренера з Dauphin Чад Фейсі. Головний тренер та головний менеджер із Dauphin Дог Гедлі. Шановні гості, наш хокейний клуб Dauphin Kings. Бажаємо їм успіху і бажаємо вам гарно провести час. Дякую за увагу. Слава Україні! Слава нації! Україна!
It's fun to be Ukrainian, 'cause it's nice to be a human. If you were born Ukrainian, one consider it a fool. It's alright to be a Spaniard, Italian or a Jew. But it's so fun to be Ukrainian. I'm Ukrainian, how about you? Next rise!
Welcome to the Steinbach presidency.
All the ways that the players can hit the ice.
Зараз, пані панове, ми будемо мати молитву. We're going to have a prayer right now. Father Bodarsky from Ukrainian Catholic Church, the Resurrection of Dauphin, is going to say a prayer for us at this time. Отець Bodarsky.
Щиро дякую. Прошу встаньте, якщо можете, please rise every moment. Христос народився, славімо Його. Слава Україні, героям слава! Давайте разом помолимося за наших братів і сестер в Україні у ті тяжкі дні війни. Let us all pray together for our brothers and sisters in Ukraine during this difficult time in Ukraine, time of war. Помолимося разом. Отче наш, що єси на небесах, нехай святиться ім'я Твоє, нехай прийде царство Твоє, нехай буде воля Твоя, як на небі, так і на землі. Хліб наш насущний дай нам сьогодні, і прости нам провини наші, як і ми прощаємо винуватцям нашим, і не веди нас у спокусу, але визволи нас від лукавого. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as you forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Yours is the kingdom, and the power, to the Lord, Lord, have mercy. Lord God, in your love and mercy, we humbly implore you to bring an end to the terrible war in Ukraine. May true peace be restored to the people, and may the Ukrainian nation be blessed with the fulfillment of our aspirations to live in harmony and give glory to you at all times. Your apostle Andrew foretold of great people of faith, and you yourself granted Ukraine the gift of faith that has not wavered since the reign of Saint Volodymyr. Renew this faith in the hearts and souls of your people at this very dark hour of death and destruction. May the Mother of God once again spread her mantle over all Ukraine as she did once at Kochaev, and may Saint Michael the Archangel defend Ukraine in battle from all evil. We place our hope in you, Lord. We trust in your will. Amen. Отже, дорогі браті, брати і сестри, продовжуйте молитися за наш народ в Україні. Молимось за нашу перемогу, і ми переможемо. Dear brothers and sisters in Ukraine, please pray, continue praying for our people in Ukraine. We pray for our victory, and we will overcome Russia. Слава Україні! Героям слава! Enjoy the game. Христос народився, славімо Його.
Thank you, Father Бондарський. Дякуємо Отця Бондарського. Тепер ми будемо мати хліб-сіль. Now we're going to have the traditional reading with the bread and the salt. I'm going to ask that the individuals that are presenting the bread and the salt and the wheat to step forward. We have a couple of representatives from the Zirka dance group. They are Lucy Lee and Connor Bulbria. So they're going to come forward and they're going to present the bread and the salt and the wheat to the captain of the Steinbach Pistons. We'll ask the captain of the Steinbach Pistons to come forward and meet them at the center. The traditional greeting of the bread and the salt give wishes of health and prosperity and happiness to those that receive the greeting. So that is given to all guests that are honored traditional ceremonies. So we're happy to present that this evening. Щиро вам дякую. Thank you.
Over yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, we are going to invite you to stand while we have the students from Smith Jackson English Ukrainian Bilingual School time, I'm going to direct your attention to center ice, where we are going to have the ceremonial puck drop. We'd like to introduce and invite out Hospodar and Hospodinja for this evening, Merv and Ann Odin. Merv and Ann are respected community members and longtime supporters of the Dauphin Kings.
Yeah, hard to do a ceremonial puck drop without one.
Dobra, majmo šajbu.
I think. Jeez.
Thank you very much, everybody.
I think Merv jumped a couple inches.
I believe I'm in Trenton. We are underway, or we are about to get underway here inside of this one. As we take a look at your starting lineup for your Dauphin Kings. Starting on forward, number 11, Gabriel Bugeaud. Number 77, Ethan Wilmot. Number 14, Logan Walker. Starting on D, number 5, Charlie Sandpick. Number 4, Brett Magwell. And starting in net, number 29, Cole Sheffield. Referees, Trevor Pedor, Taylor Friesen, and linesman Joseph Massey and Nick Renier. Peltor, Trevor Peltor, I believe, is what I have written down. As they'll shake hands at center ice. And Ukrainian Night 2024 is set to get underway right here inside of Credit Union Place. Opening ceremonies just wrapped up. Muskets fired 2 times. Trent, did that scare you?
Well, the first one I wasn't really expecting. The second one I was a bit more prepared for. But one way to start and finish the ceremony with a bang, that's for sure.
Kirk Mullen, Gabriel Bugeaud in to take the opening face-off here in this one, and we are underway here inside of Credit Union Place. Charlie Sandman just going to get that in deep as back to play this puck here, as Spencer Penner just going to send it in deep as we are 10 seconds into this game. Ukrainian Night 2024 is that open ice pass there from Willamette, trying to get it ahead there for Bugeaud. Bugeaud, no sharp angle shot there. First save there for Beck Leiden as the Kings get the first shot on net. Back the other way, this puck going to go all the way down for icing, and we're going to get our first stop to play with only 29 seconds into the period. So Trent, I'd say this is a pretty good crowd.
Yeah, pretty well capacity. I mean, they were saying going 1,900, and the limit in here is about 2010, so yeah, pretty full, pretty good to see.
50-50 already at around $3,000 as Cook
that's
just going to play that
sales.
puck all the way around, over 3,000 I should say, as that puck is up in the air. No one knows where it is except for Caden Glover as this puck is back here for Trey Ganetz. Ganetz now going to go all the way over. There is Carson Raymond just going to dump it in. Back to get it. Here is Zabo. Zabo now just going to go D to D. Now he's going to get it up to his man, which is Peranuzzi. Peranuzzi now working his way in as that tear up there from Hoffman offside. As that shot there from Hoffman
After the whistle.
went out top, and the Steinbach Pistons in offside. As that one that did cross the line, as it did go top shelf on Sheffield, but thank goodness it was offside. 0-0 here to start off this one, only a minute in. Here is Ashton Paul. Paul now working his way through center ice. Just going to hit the red line, dump it in as that ran right through the glove of Beck Leiden. Trying to get a hold of this puck below the goal line. There is Caden Glover. Now this puck is back up the line. There is Naaman Hofer. Hofer now just going to go off the wall to his D-man, which was Aiden Murray. And now handling in his own zone, here is Hoffman. Hoffman up through center, just trying to get a hold of it. Good hit there from Hofer. As now Chambers just going to try center that for Peranuzzi. No one home though. Ashton Paul going to get the chip off the boards. A possible chance at that puck, but no one home, as Liam Doyle just going to bring that puck all the way back and put it in right back into Dauphin zone. Here's Leo Chambers. Chambers now just going to get laid up against the back wall. Trying to find that there was Kyan Gruet. Gruet not able to handle it cleanly, as now this puck's back up in front. That was a good save there from Sheffield. This puck back up, as trying to get a hold of that puck there was Havrel Simchuk. And he's just going to fire it all the way down where Burns is going to go get it. Burns now working on him is Madden Murray. Now this puck is all the way back up. Looks like it's going to be another icing here on the Steinbach Pistons. As 17:51 left here to play in the first period. Still 0-0s, and the Kings have one shot while the Steinbach Pistons have two. A packed house of around 1,900 plus. O'Day to take the draw for the Kings. Is Kyan Gruet not able to win it as this puck is fired all the way across. As Cote just going to get that all the way up to the line. Coming to play it in there is Ganetz. Ganetz now not able to hold it cleanly as Gruet was going to take down his man. Now breaking his way in is Berg. Berg not able to take control of it on the backhand as there is Carson Raymond. That's going to go up and hit the protective netting. With 17:32 left here to play in the first period.
There's something I didn't think I'd see. 8 minutes left in the first. Swan 2, OCN nothing.
Yeah, OCN came in with a pep in their step last night. Defeated the Dauphin Kings. They're in their 7-game winning streak. Beat them 4-2 right here in this building as the Kings look to get back in the win column. Making his way in there is Joshua Schmidt, not able to get it there. As now here is Sheldon Shayak back on the other side of the net. Sheldon Shayak going to go lay a hit for the second time he's ever played in this building this season. He's been mostly a road guy here for Doug Headley as Shayak going to lay a hit up at center. Now here is Ingertson as now this puck is back up. Trying to take hold of it there.
Penalty for tripping.
And it looks like the Kings are going to go to the power play. Dak's going to pick the side he wants it on. And it looks like one of the blocks is Cole Cairns for tripping. Kings will get the first chance here on the power play. But Steinbach, a very good penalty-killing team. Walker going to go back and get this puck, going to bump his man down to the ice. Now he's going to pick up that puck and try to go back to the point. No one home now as Zabo now has it along the end wall as he pushes up Walker. Now this puck is up for Jordan Bax. Bax now up for Ashton Paul. Paul now just trying to find a way down. There's Ganetz. Ganetz now, the Kings getting set up. Glover back up to Ganetz. Ganetz back down to Glover. Glover, there's a good shot there. But a good block there in front by number 24, Liam Doyle. Now here's Ashton Paul cross ice. That shot there, back up in front. Ganetz right to the glove. There, Beck leading. And the Kings getting the shots here on the power play. Not able to capitalize though. Only 30 seconds into the power play as we play with 16:32 left here to play in the first. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go on Cole Cairns' tripping minor. Jordan Bax getting kicked out of the draw as Ashton Paul's going to have to come in and take the draw. Not able to win it, so he puts it right on net as now this puck is fired all the way across. Good save at the line there by Ganetz. Here is Ashton Paul. Paul now just going to stay with it along the top of the circle as Logan Walker ended up flicking the way of the stick. Now backdoor, trying to go backdoor there. As Ganetz going to save it at the line once again. Back up here is Ashton Paul. Paul now working his way in, trying to find a way in. No one there. Ashton Paul now going to get back to backs as that puck comes up and out in front of the crease. But covering it up there is Beck leading. As we get another stop to play here, and the Kings still have 1:04 left to go on this power play. But Doug Gidley going to go with his second power play unit. Rougeau in the middle. Simchuk and Williman on the sides. Sandvin Hofer, the D partner. D pairing as Hofer just going to go back down low. There is Rougeau. Rougeau now going to go back up to Sandvin. Sandvin now is going to try to fight for it in the corner there. No one seems to be able to find it as Simchuk has it against the wall. Now it's back up here for Naaman Hofer. The puck's going to squirt out ahead of him. Now here is Rougeau. Back up top, Hofer. Hofer now finding Sandman on the far side. That shot! That is score! That's who it is! Havrel Simchuk pulls that to the backhand, fires it home for the Kings. Have a 1-goal lead with 15:42 left to play in the first. All the way from Kiev, Ukraine, and it is Ukrainian night. Havrel Simchuk makes it 1-0 Kings on the power play. As here is Kirk Muller, he got the goal call, as that is offside. Here's the goal call from Al Gaines.
King's goal, his fourth of the season, scored on the power play by number 51, Havrel Simchuk. The assist to the Rocks.
As Havrel Simchuk, as Charlie Sandman getting assist on that goal, as well as Caden Glover. Here come the Kings back the other way, trying to get another one. Running his way wide there was Murray, as that is offside again, and Kyan Gouet not too happy there with Doyle. He has a few words from him after that offside call.
Guys were a little too anxious to get back in the offensive zone there.
Madden Murray driving far post, just got a little bit ahead of the play. Here is Havrel Simchuk once again. He has the Kings' only goal right now, as he haven't seen him on the power play too much this year. Doug Headley puts him on the second power play unit, and guess what? He capitalized for him. As this puck is going to go all the way down for icing.
Took advantage of the opportunity he's been given and gives Dauphin a 1-0 lead.
15-11 left here to play in the first. 4-2 the shots in favor of the Kings. 1-goal lead coming off the stick just lately of Havrel Simchuk. Trying to find that puck there is Kyan Grick, and will get laid up against the sidewall, and then Madden Murray going to come in. Now Sheffield just going to leave it there as Charlie Sandman plays it over. Willamette going to get, or check that, Chimsark going to get poked from behind as this puck is all the way back down. Here is Burns. Burns now going to get this puck up. Here is Leo Chambers as that puck is fired in over the head of Sheffield. Breaking his way out here is number 4, Brett Maggerell. Maggerell now not able to get it up ice as backs. Going to fall down in the midst of that, as they're going to say that's offside with 14:43 left here to play in the first. Trent, I'd say a pretty good start for the Kings here in this first 5 minutes of this game.
Definitely seem to be bringing the energy tonight, and that power play goal seems to help and revitalize them even a bit more, considering how they played yesterday.
They seemed kind of sloppy yesterday as they took a 4-2 loss to the OCN Blizzard. Looked to get back, as I mentioned earlier, into the wing column here inside of Cardigan Place. Pass all the way down the ice. They're going to say it's offside. As they're going to let them change. Sheldon Shayak, Schmidt, and I believe number 16, Rylan Gage on the ice for the Kings now.
What the?
As Gage going to come in and take the draw. Another swap of men in the draw. As that shot there failed on it there was Zabo. Zabo now back towards the front of the net. Tipped on it. Sheffield had it the whole way. Now he covers it up along the sidewall. And then Carson Raymond gets a punch in. Some chippy play here at the quarter-way mark of this period. Trying to get a hold of that puck there is Trey Ganetz as he tried to get it up the wall as Funk had it and cut it off there for Steinbach. Back down the wall trying to find that puck there is, I believe, Carson Raymond as that shot is fired all the way in. Sheffield going to stop it up there for Trey Ganetz. Ganetz now just going to tap it up there as Raymond just going to play it all the way over. Now it's on the other side, going home though, as Joshua Schmidt and I believe Rylan Gage take down a man together. Here is Gage back towards the front of the net as trying to get a hold of that puck. Here is Rylan Gage. Gage back up top. There is Naaman Hofer. Sent back down low. Then it's cut off there by number 9, Brandon Funk, as this puck is all the way back into Dauphin territory. where Aiden Murray's going to handle. That shot all the way over there as that puck goes into the crowd.
CKDM is proud to announce the next Parkland Ranger U18 AAA game going Tuesday, January 30th against Dauphin.
Didn't hit anyone. So you're going to go.
Next Saturday against the Interlink Ranger.
Doesn't look like it hit anyone. Just going to go check on the fan as came out of play pretty at a high pace. This puck all the way back up. Wilmot just trying to poke it up ahead. Here's Walker. Logan Walker working his way in. That shot way up and over the net as Leadon just typically waved at it. That shot there from Walker is now this puck all the way back behind the net. And just trying to center it there was number 20, Jamie Fuchs. Check that as that puck going to come off the end wall. Skating this puck up here is Naaman Holford. Trey Sauter going to pin his man now all the way back down. Here it comes. Kaiser back towards the front of the net. Mullen going to fall down. Now back together. Here comes Walker and a possible 3-on-2. Walker now just trying to get it all the way over. Now he's just going to dump it in. And he's going to try hand it down to Bugeaud, but no one able to there. Here is Trey Sauter. Freshly traded from the Swan Valley Stampeders. As working his way in, there is Doyle. He's going to fire that in deep. Sheffield going to handle it there. Sandvin now just going to play it behind his net. Now he's just going to hand it up. Here comes. Back the other way. There is Magrill. As now back the other way. Here comes Trey Sauter. Sauter now working his way in. Just going to hand it up in front. That blocker save there from Sheffield. And that puck there.
Red lights on.
Ends up going in. As it leaks through the back of Cole Sheffield, this game is tied up at 1. Brett Kaiser ends up putting it past Sheffield, and this game is tied up at 1. Wasn't on my side of the ice as I did not see that. Dave Anthony probably saw more of it.
Couldn't quite.
You would have seen how that puck went in. I did not have a clue how it went in. Sheffield looked like he had the save along his back, then it kind of trickled in before the whistle went. As Kaiser ties up the game here for the Steinbach Pistons. As now this puck all the way back here is Jordan Bax. Bax now working his way in, going to try to get past Cote. He does. Then Bax going to falling down. The Kings going back to the power play.
Another trip.
Gonna be another trip there as going to the locks there is number 26, Jack Cook. Jordan Bax just gonna stay out there. Ashton Paul also gonna be out there. Trey Gannett's gonna come out, and Logan Walker. Kings scored on their first opportunity on the power play. Let's see what they can do here. Jordan Bax had to get his toe onside as the linesman made sure that draw was done properly. Now back down low. Here is Caden Glover. Hand it back up. Here is Trey Gannett's. Gannett's now going to turn on a dime. Now he's going to walk his way in. Going to go back up top. Now here's Ashton Paul. Paul now back up top. That shot there from Caden Glover. Blistering shot. Just not able to get on net as he had the glove side open there on Beck Leadon. 11-17 left you to play in the first period. 1-1 the score as just tying this game up there. Just now, I should say, was Brett Kaiser. And that's going to turn this puck around. Now he's going to go back up. Here is Logan Walker. He's going to handle it at his own line. Now he's going to go back to Ashton Paul. Paul now just going to start out the breakout here for the Kings as Paul is going to go back behind his back. Here's Gannett's. Gannett's now working up ice. Now here's going to go back to Ashton Paul. Paul now working his way in. Going to use the screen. Paul not able to get it over to Naaman. Check that, Caden Glover. As this puck is sent all the way back down the ice. As the Kings have 1 minute and 9 seconds left to work on this power play. Jordan Bax working his way in. Just going to take this puck through the offensive zone. Going to try to get through everyone as Fuchs able to get through him and send that all the way down the ice. Avril Simchuk had the first goal here for the Kings on the power play. Let's see what he can do here again. Eamon Hofer going to fake a pass. Now this pass all the way back up for Charlie Sandman. Now it's going to throw everything offside, and the Kings will clear the puck themselves. Not a very good power play here in this one, as now back the other way, here comes Gabriel Bugeaud. Bugeaud now going to get that over, and Hofer going to go falling down as the Kings power play. This is not going right. Here comes Fuchs back the other way. Simchuk now, that shot right in on net. Good save there, Sheffield, as he knocks it down on the ice. Fuchs back towards the front of the net. That just went through the blue paint as the Kings unable to get anything started up on that power play.
And this one's all but over now.
As now coming out of the box, there is Jack Cook after he served his final 2 minutes. Good hit there on Zabo as trying to get this puck up at the top. There is Eamon Hofer. Sent all the way back in. Wholesale change here for the Kings as 9:23 left here to play in the first period. Game tied up at 1. Back the other way. Here comes Funk. Funk now just going to hop by one man. Now he's going to break his way in. Going to hit the Dauphin blue. Funk now working his way in. Just going to try to get that behind his back. Just grabbing it out of the pile there was number 27, Joshua Schmidt. Schmidt now going to turn this puck up ice as trying to get a hold of it. There was Ryland Gage. No one able to open up the wide side of the ice. Here's Zabo. Zabo now working his way in. Just going to work his way in past his man. That shot there. Good save there, Sheffield. Sheffield wanted a goalie interference penalty and not going to get it as this puck is gone and iced all the way down the ice with 8:40 left here to play in the first period. As this puck is back up, as Karen's just going to turn around and shoot that off the end ball, and now that puck comes to the corner, and Fuchs now just going to go in, try to grab that puck below the goal line to win home though. We're going to get our TV timeout here in the first period, as the Kings and the Pistons are all tied up at 1 with 8:34 left here to play in the first period. You're listening to Kings Hockey right here on Flow Hockey.
Wasn't much.
As we are back in here inside of Canadian Place, I feel like throwing sausage at fans. As long as nothing hit the camera there, Trent.
That would be problematic if it did.
Now this puck back up, trying to get a hold of it. There was Madden Murray, and then it's sent all the way back in. And trying to get a hold of it is Ingebrigtsen. Trying to get a hold of it. There is Kai Angruet. Didn't hop the right way. As good play there from Trey Ganetz. Now here's Havril Simchuk. Simchuk now that shot there off the shin pad of Penner. As now it comes to the back wall where Kai Angruet tries to battle for it. Gouet now trying to find it as he's out there with Madden Murray and Havril Simchuk. Saved at the line there by Ganetz, and that shot going to come right in on Leiden with 7:57 left here to play in the first period. Doug Headley going to go with this first line here. Jordan Backs. Trying to get a hold of that puck there was Charlie Sandman. Sandman now just going to send it back down to Ashton Paul. Paul now working his way out. Now Jordan Backs just going to leave it there as Backs then goes falling down awkwardly. As then Paul going to come lay a hit there. And now this puck is back up here for Caden Glover. Glover now just trying to get a hold of that. Now Backs going to try to put it back below the goal line. Now it's saved up there by Ashton Paul. They kind of play giveaway here as here is Kaiser as the only goal for the Steinbach Pistons. Havril Simchuk has the other. Back down, Trey Sauter just trying to hammer that ahead as he does. Kirk Mullen not able to get a hold of that as Charlie Sandman going to get taken down below the goal line. Backs now, just going to try fire that puck all the way around. As he's not able to, then he finally does. Here's Ashton Paul going to try hit Trey Sauter with the reverse. Sauter stays up though. Here's Doyle back up the line. That shot right in on net. Good save there. Sheffield directs it to the corner as well. Back down. Here's Doyle coming in with a shot. That save there from Sheffield. As now here comes Ashton Paul back the other way. Paul now going to skate this puck up ice and he's just going to dump it in. Glover going to go for a chase. Now this puck is fired all the way around. Bujo trying to get a hold of it. Hofer now going to go all the way over. As Aiden Murray just going to put it in. Leading going to stop it up there. Bujo in on the forecheck as he tries to get a hold of that puck back towards the front of the net. Trying to get a hold of it there was check that Ethan Willamette. Here is Logan Walker on the forecheck. Pressuring hard there are the Kings, sending two men in to go forecheck and they get a hold. Here is Walker now, just going to fire a man up at the point. That shot there from Aiden Murray goes off the stick and up and over the net. With 6:14 left here to play in the first period.
So Stamps and Blizzard still 2-0 Swan Valley after one. And the only other game, Meatball against the Freeze, they're going into overtime tied at 2.
And in the Manitoba U18 AAA Hockey League, and down in Thompson, where they have a full packed barn, Norman North Stars lead the Parkland Rangers, lead 2-0.
They're not letting Steinbach make one of their changes here, it looks like. And Steinbach's bench ain't having much of it.
That shot there from Carson Raymond as Paul Dick wants a call, or I don't know what he wants.
The refs wouldn't let them make one of their last two personnel changes.
And it's that shot there from Trey Gannett, just goes up and over, and Node and Gannett have a few words for each other.
They're still talking about it.
6:01 left here to play in the first period as Paul Dick trying to get a hold of that. Okay, trying to get a hold of the referee, just trying to let him know what he thinks. As the referee says, yeah, we made a mistake. Just forgive us for it. And now this puck back down low. Here is Ryland Gage. Gage now trying to get a hold of it. Now he's just going to send it back down low. Not able, as he goes falling down. Sheldon Shayak was in a battle back below the goal line. Not able to save it at the line there. Trey Gannett, so he's going to wheel all the way out of his zone. As here is Trey Gannett. Going to hand it over there to Carson Raymond. Now back the other way. Here comes Joshua Schmidt. Schmidt now. Here come back the Steinbach Pistons as Funk now going to go get that puck in deep. Shayak going to lay a hit on him. Back the other way. Here comes Sheldon Shayak. Shayak now just going to bump his man down to the ice. And back the other way. He comes David Cote. Cote now just going to fire that puck in deep. And
oh boy.
Ingertson is going to come get that puck and fire it all the way around. Good hit there by Matt and Murray up at the point. Back behind his net there is number 20, Jamie Fuchs. As now here is Matt and Murray. Murray's shot just trying to go far side on the blocker. Not able to, as that puck going to come offside, they're going to say. Looks like the Kings are back onside as Savril Simchuk was in the zone. We're trying to work his way in. Now here is David Cote. Cote now just going to fire that all the way in. As now this puck in Dauphin zone for Charlie Sandvin. Ashton Paul going to try to catch up to that puck as he had to come to the puck. He was waiting for the puck to come to him. Now this puck D to D. Here is Magrill. Magrill now working his way out. Now he's going to go off the boards. Ashton Paul not able to connect with the pass. That shot fired all the way into the zone with 4:10 left here to play in the first period. 1-1 the score. Here is Charlie Sandvin. Sandvin now for the Kings. Going to get it all the way over. Here comes Magrill. Brett Magrill working his way in. Now he's going to burn wide. I'm going to try to get that as it lands on the back dash. Or Magrill has to come back and play D. Ashton Paul trying to get a hold of that puck. Now he's going to go off the wall.
Offside.
As Aiden Murray Tries to chip that in and went off Ashton Paul. The Kings are offside. With 3:49 left here to play in the first.
Not a good night for the Rangers tonight in Norman. They're down 3-0.
Norman scored a goal, must have scored a goal in the last minute of the
I
period.
guess when I first saw it was 2-0, but now they say 3 at the end of 1.
Trey Sauter trying to get a hold of that puck. Now back down below the goal line. There is Aiden Murray for the Kings. Working his way out into the slot area there. Or at least he tried. There was number 23, Brett Kaiser. Trying to find his second of the game. Now working his way in. Here he is, Jordan Bax. That shot off the shin pad. A good block there from number 3, Spencer Penner. Good hit there as
Penalty.
hit from behind as Bax going to come in and make sure he...
Boarding penalty on Steinbach. Mullen.
Looks like Kirk Mullen's going to go to the box for boarding. Just a 2-minute boarding. Going to come out of that. The Kings are going to get a power play. And this will pretty much take us to the last minute of play here in the first period. Here is Caden Glover. Glover now just going to handle it on the far side. Now he's going to go back up to Ganetz. That shot there from Ashton Paul. Good save right on. Now this puck going to go sprint out of the zone with 3 minutes exactly left to play in the first. Ganetz going to try to settle the puck down. The puck's just rolling. Now Ganetz going to turn back on his edges. Leo Chambers just trying to get a hold of Ashton Paul. Paul now is going to chip it up ahead of him. Back the other way. Here comes Glover now. Puck kind of hops off his stick. Going to save it at the line. There is Bax. Bax now going to get it back up to Logan Walker. Walker now back down to Glover. Glover now back up top. Just going to send it back down low to Bax. Bax now battle in front. Walker had a man down as David Cote went down. As now here's Walker behind his own net. Now he's just going to chip that out. Glover not able to get a glove on it. As that puck is sent the length of the ice. Once again, the Kings have a minute left here to go on this power play. Here comes the second power play unit for the Kings. As here is Naaman Hofer. Hofer now just going to hand that over all the way over to Ashton Paul. Paul now going to work his way in. Going to shoot for a rebound. As Caden Glover was waiting there on the back door for just a beautiful tap in play, but not able to get it as Ashton Paul kind of put it up on the other side. Beck Leiden. 2:01 left here to play in the first period. 1-1 the score. Bouchot out there to take the draw. Where the Kings going to win it back way too cleanly as it goes between both D-men. As here is Naaman Hofer. Hofer now just going to leave it there for Bouchot. Gabriel Bouchot working his way in. Now he's going to burn wide and the Kings are in onside. Bouchot now waiting. Now he's going to go back up to Naaman Hofer all the way across Charlie Sandvin. Sandvin now, Hofer no one home as Bouchot moved out of his place. As Hofer now just going to go right quickly back there to Charlie Sandvin. Sandvin now all the way back down. Bouchot shot just missed his point as he was going to go glove side there on Leiden. Back up top, here is Charlie Sandvin. Sandvin now. 2 men tied up skates as Ethan Willamette went down. As now this puck back down low. Here's Bouchot. Shot pops up in the air. As watch out here playing 5-on-5 as this puck's going to go all the way down the zone, all the way down the ice for Steinbach Pistons icing.
Don't forget we're doing the Brogan shootout in the first aid division before the flood. There's somebody who win tickets to see the other tapping. That person would be
Trey Sauter going to get asked to come back onto the ice.
Denny's, Allen, Dean Lonsberry, Thomas Kowalczyk.
1 minute and 8 seconds left here to play.
Way down to the Zamboni entrance right now.
As this puck all the way back up for Burns. Kirk Mullen out of the box freshly. As now this puck all the way back in. Trying to get a hold of that there is Kaiser. Kaiser shot there. Good block there in front by Magarol. Now back the other way. Here comes Sheldon Shyak along with Rylan Gage. Just trying to get that in. And that's going to be offside on the Kings with 45 seconds exactly left here to play in the first.
So Nepal wins in overtime, 3-2 over the Freeze.
Close game down in... Is that in Winnipeg, I believe?
Yeah.
The Freeze at the bottom of the league right now, as there's Trace Otter just trying to hop by a man. It's going to get pinned up the boards again by Carson Raymond, as now this puck is back up. Here is Caden Glover, just trying to get that up to Ashton Paul.
Yeah,
They're going to
that's
stay
offside.
offside. Ashton Paul now going to take Cook to the corner. Now he's going to take his man down, as
I think we
Ashton
got
Paul,
at least one penalty here. I think we got coincidentals here.
I believe it's only Ashton Paul going.
Wow. That looked like... Sure looked like Steinbach players started the whole thing, but... I guess
That's
it's
not
only-
putting up with much here in this one. So Ashton Paul sits in the box for roughing, I believe.
Yeah, that was the signal.
As here are the Steinbach Pistons power play. Here is Theo Chambers. Chambers now just going to try to go back down, but that puck is fired all the way around there by Carson Raymond. And this power play will extend into the second period, as we only have 13 seconds left in the period. It's back the other way. Here comes Sabo. Sabo now just going to get that all the way over. Chambers going to get laid up. There's Walker just going to chip it off the boards and all the way down the ice once again. Lead in now is going to stop it up there, and that hits the end of the period mark here inside of this one. The Kings score the first one, and then Brett Kaiser gets the second one here for the Steinbach Pistons at the end of the first period. It is the Kings 1 and the Steinbach Pistons 1. At the end of the period shot totals, it's the Steinbach Pistons 11 and the Dauphin Kings 8. The Pistons will still have a minute 33 left to go on their power play, as Ashton Paul sits in the box for a roughing. But for now, we're going to take an intermission break, as the Kings and the Pistons are tied up at 1 after the first period. You're listening to Dolphin Kings Hockey. It's Ukrainian night right here on Flow Hockey. I'm just going to leave it there for Trey Sauter. Not shot short side. No one home, as 8 more seconds left to kill off this Ashton Paul roughing liner. As now this puck is all the way back in. Cook just going to go all the way up. Now here is Brett Kaiser. Kaiser, the trailer there. Good shot there, but all the way up and over. Kaiser just going to put it back behind the net. There is Trey Sauter. Sauter going to go falling down. Now here is Caden Glover. Glover up to the backs. Backs down. Paul going to hit the same line. As now here is Jordan Backs. Backs along the far wall. Backs not going to run into Ashton Paul as they say hello to each other. As back down up at the red line here is Damon Hofer. Hofer just going to dump it in deep. The Kings looking to get a lead here off the Steinbach Pistons. Here is Kaiser. Kaiser now going to go back to David Cote. Cote going to turn back. What's he going to do with it? Just going to wait for his personnel to get straightened out. Kaiser going to get back on the far side. Now here comes Kaiser up the far wall. That shot is fired in, and back to go get it here is Aiden Murray. As they're going to say icing here on the Steinbach Pistons. Trent, did you just hear one thing that Allegheny said? I did not.
Yeah, he was announcing the attendance, 1,943, and he said it was the largest attendance for an MJHL game this year.
That shot from the point Scores! Aiden Murray from the point goes blocker side and gives the Kings a 2-1 lead with 17:36 left here to play in the second. Well, Trent, if there's one way to score that spooky, there is one. That went blocker side with the screen in front of Leadon, and the Kings have a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, it was a pretty good shot there. Found his lane to shoot and managed to get it by.
As back the other way comes Berg on a possible 2-on-1. Berg now back shot, good save. There's Sheffield as he got a hold. If he ever got a hold of that, or the shot was just wide. As Kai Angroet gets an assist on that goal. As off the draw, Murray gets it. Kai Angroet wins it back to Murray. Murray goes blocker side as there's a good hit there from Maggerl. Back line the net. Here is Matt and Murray trying to get a hold of that puck now. Ethan Moment just going to try and chip it up. But here is David Cote. Cote now just going to go over to Doyle. Doyle going to go back behind his own cage. Here comes Doyle up through, hits his own blue line. Now it's going to hit Node. Node now just going to send that in. Sheffield going to stop it up for his defenseman. But that's up for Gabriel Bouchot. Bouchot now going to use one edge curl all the way in. Logan Walker was not home as now back the other way. Here comes Ingebrigtsen. As Ingebrigtsen go behind his net. Now he's going to try to get a hold of that. Now the puck is behind the net. Sheffield down. All the way back up. Zabo looking for it at the line. Now here's Ingebrigtsen back towards the front of the net. Good save there. Just trying to clear the puck here of the Kings, and getting a hold of that puck there was Logan Walker. And Bouchot going to go in for a hit. Doesn't get a hold of his man. Here is Logan Walker, the captain for the Kings. Just going to get that up to Zabo. Zabo now going to fire that puck all the way in. Sheffield going to stop it up there for Ganetz. Trey Ganetz with 15:58 left here to play in the first period as Aiden Murray just gave the Kings the lead. 2-1 as that puck is fired all the way down the ice, trying to find Willamette. Willamette is still in a battle there with Penner as this puck is back up the line as that puck is fired in as they're going to say icing here on the Kings.
Yeah.
Some close icing calls here as the Kings get called for icing.
But I mean, sometimes a close call goes in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. This was one of those where it didn't.
Leo Chambers going to win that draw back because there's a slap shot there from Cook. No one home. As back the other way, here comes Willamette. Needs a line change. Just going to get that up to Walker. As the Kings possibly on side. I don't know why linesman had his hand up. That's a good hit there behind the net there for Logan Walker. Back the other way. Here comes Cook. Cook just going to send it all the way around. Sheffield has to get back in his cage. As now that puck trying to center it there, but a good block there on the near wall from number 27, Joshua Schmidt. Murray, which just gave the Kings the lead, just trying to chip that up the boards, not able to though. Back towards the front of the net, throw it all the way around. Good save there, Cole Sheffield. As he gets a toe on that. That's a good chance there for Leo Chambers. .02 left here to play in the first period, or the second period, as it still says the first period up on the board.
Yeah, it does.
As now this puck back up for Cook. That shot, good blocker save there from Cole Sheffield. Just trying to chip it up the wall. There is Sheldon Shayak. All the way over. Here is Shayak just trying to get the hold of his man. Gives Kaiser a little bit of a bump. Now this puck is back up for Trey Sauter.
That's offside.
As Gage throws that play all offside for the Steinbach Pistons. Dauphin going to change up as they're going to bring out their first line, which consists of Jordan Bax, Ashton Paul, and Caden Glover. Glover trying to get a hold of that puck from Kaiser as now this puck is sent all the way in. Carson Raymond is going to play this all the way around. Up through Ashton Paul trying to get a hold of Bax there as now this puck's all the way in for Trey Ganetz. Ganetz now just going to get that puck up. Here is Jordan Bax. Bax now not able to one-hand it up through center ice. Now the puck is fired all the way in. David Cote just going to fire it all the way in for the, the Pistons. As now this puck is back up for Cote, as Ashton Paul is going to fire that all the way across. Here is a possible 2-on-1. Jordan Bax working his way in, back all the way back door, trying to find Glover. Had a fine shot at it, just not able to get it past the pad of Beck Leiden. As now here is Jordan Bax. Bax now just going to bank it off the boards. Now there is Glover. Glover now going to pass it up. Here comes Carson Raymond. Raymond now just going to hammer that puck in. And now here is Caden Glover. Fires it towards the net. Sharp angle. But a good save there from Beck Leiden. But a good chance there for that first line. And Caden Glover had a beautiful chance as 13:39 left here to play in the period. As Madden Murray now has a chance at it. Murray now trying to walk through the slot. There's a penalty. Sheffield's going to go to the bench as that puck is all the way in. Sheffield's going to run into him, man. Now here's Madden Murray back the other way. Murray trying to burn a man wide. He has a chance to back in front. That is backhand to the front of the net. As Madden Murray with a glorious chance, but the Kings are going to the power play. Madden Murray drew the penalty off of number 10, the Samuel Node. They're going to say hooking. Peugeot out there with Shayak and Wilman on the first power play unit. Sandvin trying to save that at the line, not able to, as the Kings are going to try capitalize on their second power play opportunity here in this one. Here comes Naaman Ofer back up the wall, just going to get that over to Peugeot. Peugeot now working his way and going to get crushed up to the floor. There by number 4, Noah Zabo.
What?
Here is Naaman Hofer. Hofer now just going to head that up. Here it is, Peugeot. Peugeot now just going to fire that puck all the way in. Now here is Ethan Willamette. Willamette not able to get a full handle in on the zone. That doesn't work, so Doug Headley going to say, we're going to go with our first power play unit. Bax, Walker, and Peugeot on the ice for the Kings right now. Just going to hand that up. Here comes Trey Ganetz. Ganetz now working his way in, going to lose the puck along the sidewall, but then he's going to get it back, because then he's going to get pinned up against the back wall. Sent all the way across. Peugeot saves it at the line. Just has to get full control of it, but he doesn't. And it's sent all the way down the ice on Sheffield. Walker here to grab it for the Kings, as he's going to leave it there for Trey Ganetz. Ganetz now going to work his way in. Now here's Ashton Paul. Paul now going to fire that all the way around the wall. Glover in pursuit of this puck, as now it's fired all the way back around. And as all the Kings get directed to one side of the ice, and that puck is fired all the way down to the other end. 31 more seconds left for the Kings to go in this power play, as that pass there goes off of Glover's leg. As Glover now going to hand it back up here to Jordan Bax. Bax now just going to skate this puck up ice. Going to try to get a handle on it, as the Kings are able to get into the zone, just not able to get a handle on the puck after. Here is Ganetz, just going to hand it back down to Walker. Walker down, back down to Bax. Up top, Ganetz saves it at the line. Now that puck's just going to be fired all the way in. Here's Bax back down in front, trying to find Walker on the doorstep. Ashton Paul now has it back at the line. Carson, check that. Caden Glover just going to stop it up. Now Cook going to go cross ice. There is Funk. Funk now trying to play Ganetz. As that puck is down, back down in front. Good stick there in front by Trey Ganetz. Here's a possible 2-on-1. Just a bad pass there from Jordan Bax. As Bax with a glorious chance, just could not get it over to his man. As it could have been another dangerous scoring chance for the Dauphin Kings. There's a breakout pass there for Madden Murray. Not able to find him now. Ashton Paul just going to skate into this puck. Paul now going to move around one man. That shot there. Good save there. Beck Leiden.
It's like Cale Black, Trevor Seidel, Andy Pagano, and Rory Inbrink. So Rory.
As we get a stoppage play here with 10:40 left here to play in the second period, nearing our halfway point. As that shot back towards the front of the net, trying to get a hold of it. There was Madden Murray. Power plays over for the Kings as now this puck is back up. Trying to get a hold of it. There is Aiden Murray. Madden Murray also in there. As now that puck is handed back down for Gruette, and Gruette's going to go to the box. It looks like Gruette's going to go to the box.
Once again, the choice code is Gilbert, Trevor, Seibel, and Lori. Beat down the Zamboni boards before the
It looks like we're going to get coincidentals here.
They're both gone.
As Karras is going to go to the box, same as Gruette.
I'm guessing one's an unsportsmanlike. I think Garrett got roughing, and I'm guessing unsportsmanlike on the Pistons.
As he's going to figure out where the faceoff comes here, as 10:18 left you to play in the period. And it looks like Kai and Gruette sits in the box for roughing. Walker just going to finalize up with the referee. And we're going to get underway as... Now this puck is... It's going to be dropped here as Bouchon able to win the draw back. Now here is Magriel. That shot great glove side, but totally missing it there. And the Kings are going back to the power play.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Clean cross check there on David Cote. As he goes for cross checking.
When it was roughing, sportsmanlike on the even ups there.
So it's going to be a 4-on-3 here for the Dauphin Kings. I believe we were playing 4-on-4 earlier. Yeah, it's going to be a 4-on-3. So a lot of room out there. 10-11 left here to play in the second period, nearing our halfway point in front of 19,000 fans. Check that. 1,900, as I read that number wrong. There is not 19,000 fans in here.
Yeah.
As here is Gannett's going to hand that back down to Glover. That shot, good save there. Back leading. And that shot there from Caden Glover was a good one. 9:59 left to play. That should take us to our timeout. Should anyway. 9:59. Then we're under 10 minutes.
I think because it's a man advantage, I think that until the penalties are done, they won't be going to the break, I'm pretty sure.
Here is Gannett's nest now. Just going to hand that back down below the goal line. As now he's going to go back all over it. Glover, that pass was in his feet. That shot there, wide side. Shot.
There we go.
Caden Glover picks up his own rebound and gives the Kings a 2-goal lead in front of 1,900 fans inside of Credit Union Place with 9:44 left to play in the second period. From the fans, said that one.
What?
Penalties are back up and we're back underway. And here's the goal call from Al Gates.
Offside.
So Caden Glover gets an applause here from Credit Union Place. Ashton Paul with the assist. And also Trey Gannett, that is your goal. The latest one, which gives the Kings a 2-goal lead here inside of this one. Trey Sauter going to dump his man, as then he's going to go lay a big hit there in the corner. As now back the other way, here comes number 6, Shane Burns. Burns now trying to burn wide, as then Trey Sauter takes a man down in front. Looked like a little bit of interference there, but here come the Kings back the other way. Here is Jordan Backs. Backs now just going to put it in the forehand. That shot, rebounds all loose. All he had to do was run over the glove. What a good save there from Beck Leeden. Back the other way, here comes Trey Sauter. Sauter now breaking his way in wide, trying to find a way in. No one home. Trey Sauter gets pulled down. Here is Bax. What a glorious chance there from Jordan Bax. Totally puts... I should check up this, but totally puts number 4, Noah Zabo, in a frenzy there, as looks like the Kings are going to take a penalty here. It's going to be Jordan Bax. Now that puck is brought back up as Damon Hofer.
Slashing.
Going to stop up that puck. And it looks like Jordan Bax, check that, Ashton Paul is going to go for a second penalty of this game.
Yeah.
So we're going to take our timeout here inside of Credit Union Place, as the Kings now have to try kill off a 4-on-3 for the next 16 seconds here inside of this one. Kings lead by 2, 3-1. It is, and we're going to go for our halftime break right here in this one. It's Kings 3, Pistons 1. Here, in here inside of Credit Union Place, the Kings lead by 2. As given them the latest goal, there was Caden Glover. He picked up his own rebound and put it in the back of the time. Chad Facey just going to finish up talking to the referee, and that puck is fired all the way down the ice there by Charlie Sampson. Beautiful drawn-up play there from the Kings as Ashton Paul sits in the box for slashing. As we are going to play on here inside of this one. Here's Leo Chambers running wide. 2 seconds left to go on the 4-on-3. Now we're playing 5-on-4. Good block there, Charlie Sandman. Now this puck is fired all the way up. Now Kai and Gruitt going to get a chance at it. Looks like he just might leave it there, as a good battle there with Leadon, but not able to get a stick on that puck. Here is Peranuzzi. Peranuzzi going to fire that up to Chambers. Chambers now going to go for a little bit of a skate. Leo Chambers making his way in, just going to put that towards the front of the net. Now Peranuzzi going to grab it up the far wall. Here is Peranuzzi back up top, just going to get to Zabo. Zabo now is going to skate his way in. Chambers in pursuit of that puck. Now back all the way up at the top. Here is number 18. Check that. Here is number 15. Kirk Mullen, that shot towards the front of the net. And it's saved up there by Sheffield. Good save there from Sheffield as he makes his 12th save of the game. 50-50, just over $8,000. As out here to take the drop for the Kings is Joshua Schmidt. As now Kirk Mullen is going to pass that all the way up to Cook. Cook down, back down to Mullen, back down in front. Trey Sauter, it's loose on the doorstep. And Sheffield did not have it. It's driving the net totally there was number 15, Kirk Mullen. Absolutely blew up Sheffield in his own crease. Yeah, you have to blow that down.
Knocked the net off.
Biggest attendance in the MJHL in the building right now. Here is Cook, going to go all the way across ice. Now here's Mullen. Kirk Mullen. 46 seconds left to go for Ashton Paul's minor for slashing. As he sits in the sin bin for the next 39 seconds. This puck fired all the way across. David Cote going to stop it up there. Now this puck is fired all the way down low for Trey Sauter. Bumped down below. Now here is Kirk Mullen. Mullen now going to forget the puck behind him. Gannett's going to do a good job of playing D, and then he's going to get tripped up on the side. Back up top here is David Cote. Cote now going to hand it back down to Mullen. Mullen shot, good save there, Sheffield on the low side. Good job there from Trey Ganetz as he gets pinned up against the boards, and that puck is sent all the way down the ice. A very good penalty killer for the Dauphin Kings, and Trent, I think the Kings have to take that as a momentum booster.
Well, yeah, momentum, confidence. I mean, being able to get a 2-goal lead and be able to hold it through all those penalties shows that they can play penalty kill pretty well.
Aiden Murray back down towards the front of the net. The rebound's loose. And wow! What a save there, Sheffield. Helping him out there was Aiden Murray. As now Ashton Paul's going back to the box.
Interference.
Otherwise, it looks like it. No, check that. It's going to be number 26, Jack Cook, going in the box.
Okay.
For interference, as he got to Ashton Paul. Ashton Paul threw him to the ground. Now Al Gain's going to try to get the pads bumped up here inside of trying to get a place. Now the Kings going back to the power play. Backs out there to take the drop. Glover and Walker on his sides. Back's going to end up winning the draw. Now he's going to get a free walk into the net. Now he's going to get held up. No call coming. As now the buck is back up here for Trey Ganetz. Kings here on the power play. Back down to Glover. That shot blocked up. As a good block there in front. Now here's Ganetz in the feet of Glover again. Now here's Ashton Paul. Paul now just going to wait it out. Now he's going to go back down low. Here he is, Jordan back. Sort of instead of that puck down. Now here he is, Caden Glover. Glover now going to try walk down low. Now that puck is fired all the way around. Chambers going to be the first one to it, but able to save it there is Ashton Paul. Paul now is going to go back up to the line for Ganetz. Now the Kings handle it cleanly. Now Walker just going to try go back up the line. Paul going to save it there. Paul going to try toe drag, but now back the other way. Here comes number 17, Grady Hoffman had a chance at it. Now Sheffield's going to play it up place. Here is Jordan Backs. Backs now just trying to get a hold of that puck. Ashton Paul kind of toe picks up the line. Now back the other way. Here comes Node. Good play there from Backs as he gets it back up in the play. Ganetz back here to play it. Now here's Node. Node, that shot going to decode Sheffield, and Sheffield's going to get a penalty now.
What?
Looks like Cole Sheffield's going to get a penalty for tripping. So they'll even up the numbers.
No one went to the box.
Kelly has to find a man to go serve the penalty as Jordan Backs is going to go serve it.
Stamps and Blizzard are tied at 3, and they're early in the third period up in OCN right now.
Trey Sauter out there to take the draw for the Pistons as now this puck is back up for Kirk Mullen. 4-4 hockey as Will Sheffield gets into penalty trouble as he trips up his man. That's probably a good penalty to take now that I look back at the call as Sheffield was totally out of it as he was able to, get a hold of his man. We're playing 4-on-4 for the next 33 seconds, and then Steinbach going to go to the power play, but here comes Gabriel Bugeaud. Bugeaud now working his way in. That shot off a stick and up and out of play with 4:38 left to play in the second.
All jerseys will be auctioned off tonight, and the bid will close at the end of the game. Don't forget, we got that tricycle race.
4:38 left here to play in the second period. Tricycle race is in the second intermission, Trent.
I'm still trying to figure out how that's going to work, but I guess we'll see.
As Ashton Paul going to go back behind the net trying to get a hold of that as we are playing 4-on-4 action for the next 14 seconds, and then the
Steinbach power play.
Steinbach's going to go to the about a minute power play. As this puck is back up for Naaman Hofer, as there is Aiden Murray just going to turn back as That man will come out of the box for Steinbach. Now here is Doyle now, just going to play this up. Now Ingebrigtsen now just going to get that up. Now working his way in is Zabo. Zabo now going to turn back and he's going to fire below the goal line. Watch out, you got a man in front. As now this puck is back up. Here is Zabo. Zabo walking his way in. That shot right into the glove of Sheffield. It's loose up in front. They score. A battle down in the front of the net. Referees did not see the puck, so they didn't bother blowing it down. And this is a one-goal game, as bringing the Steinbach Pistons within one is number 14, Brady Ingebrigtsen. And the referee's going to decide something here.
Some kind of conference. What's the call? Goal.
Trent, people are starting to talk about the video as the linesman got taken out.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know if
I
we'll
just
be
have the
able to
one
solve that
camera,
problem.
so I don't know what.
This is number 19, Leo Chambers. Travel goal, 16-10. Sauter from Chambers, on the power play.
So Trey Sauter gets that goal here for the Steinbach Pistons. Is that shot there from, I believe, Joshua Schmidt just goes wide. It's a good hit there from Sheldon Shayak along the near wall. Shayak now just battling in low, as now here is Magarel. 3-2 the score for the Dauphin Kings, just bringing the Steinbach Pistons within one. There was Trey Sauter as a battle in front of the net. That's how both of Steinbach's goals went up, but here is Jordan Bax. Bax now just going to try backhand that all the way over to Ryland Cage. No one home though. Ashton Paul below the goal line. Bax going to battle for it, as here is Ashton Paul just going to bump up his man. Now this puck going to come up and out of the zone. Working his way out of the zone, here is Shane Burns. Burns now going to take his wide. Good play there from Trey Ganetz. As then he's going to put it behind his back there for Glover, but then it's given up in front. Here is Funk. That shot back up in front. Good save there. And Carson Raymond has a few words for Node. As there's a little
They
bit
gotta
of scrum in
start
front of it.
taking guys out of these scrums.
2:37 left here to play in the second period. 20-17, the shots in favor of the Kings. Carson Raymond had a few words for Node. Everyone had a few words for each other. As they're going to try to figure this out, I don't know what they're waiting for. There we go. Trey Sauter absolutely cross-checks Gabriel Bugeaud to the ice as this puck is back up here for Naaman Hofer. Hofer now just going to go all the way across. There is Aiden Murray. Had the second Kings goal. David Cote back to play this puck. As now this puck is all the way around. Trey Sauter has a chance at it, but Aiden Murray going to be the first one in pursuit of it. All the way across. Now Ethan Willman had a chance at that. Just not able to catch up to it. Now that shot comes in on Sheffield, where Aiden Murray's going to handle. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left here to play in the second period. Kings lead by 1. That pass up to the front. Aiden Murray made a kind of a slotty pass. That gave it to a man, which would have been David Cote right in the slot. But then the Kings, Logan Walker going to hit up a man up at center. As now that stretch pass all the way up. Here comes number 24,
Offside.
Liam Doyle, and that is offside. Kings relieved there, as that pass was totally up the middle, given up
Yeah, a couple of dangerous passes.
by Trey Ganetz.
Luckily, they haven't come back to bite them so far, but
1:37 left here to play. Charlie Sandman kind of bumps into his man, gets that puck loose. Now back the other way comes Haverell Simchuk. Simchuk now, he's going to send Murray in on the forecheck. As that puck is fired all the way around for Fuchs. Fuchs, Simchuk gonna lay up his man below the goal line. Good hit there. As this Dauphin Kings third line has really gotten to the hitting part of the game. Gurett, Murray, and Simchuk all playing together on the third line. Here's Cairns breaking his way out. He's just going to stop that up as Simchuk not able to get a full handle on it. Working his way in. Magro obeying home defense as that puck is behind the net there. For Cairns. Back up for Zabo. Zabo going to fire that off a skate as Simchuk trying to get a hold of that puck. Had the first goal in this game. As now here is Zabo. Gonna go all the way over to Fuchs. Fuchs now working his way in. Just gonna toe drag right to the glove of Sheffield. As he gets snowed by his own teammate, Kyan Gruet. Says, sorry about that, Chef. 42 seconds left here to play. Check for any line changes. 3-2 the score. The Kings lead it off the goal from Caden Glover. Latest goal coming off the stick of Trey Sauter, though. His 17th of the season. No, the Steinbach Pistons, but 17th of the season that he scored combined with the Swan Valley Stampeders and the Steinbach Pistons. Here is that pass there from Gage as now this puck is back up for Gruet. Now it's back in the slot as Gage just going to totally whiff on it. And now this puck is back in for Treganetz in his own zone with 15 seconds left here to play. Gage now just going to get that to the line and chip it in. As now here is David Cote. Cote behind his own net, then he's going to get pickpocketed there by Joshua Schmidt, turned around by Burns, and he's just going to pin that to the corner. And this is going to take us to the third period between the Kings and the Steinbach Pistons. A little bit of extracurricular activity after the period ends. As both teams are going to go to their respective benches. As Allegheny just said, 2 goals for the Kings that period. As the first one came off the stick of Aiden Murray, and then the second one off the stick of Caden Glover. And we're going to have some tricycle races here inside of Carnegie Place to finish off the Kringen night. It has been a fun time here inside of this building. They have done a lot. But here coming up is a barn burner of a third period between the Kings and the Steinbach Pistons. The Kings up 1 going into the final period of play. You're listening to Dauphin Kings Hockey right here on Flow Hockey.
February 6th, and there's a tricycle racing. So the St. Kings down to Turk, and he's ready.
What?
Was this Cossack dress? Some kind of Ukrainian themed dress to be putting on or something?
Okay, this is the tricycle race. What each contestant's going to do is ride their tricycle to the first station, take off their boots, put on new boots, go to the next go all the way to the red line, and the first person back here gets 2 tickets to see on your app. This lady has a broken foot, so she's only putting 1 boot on. Okay, sit on your rights, please. On your marks. Get set, go. She's got a flat tire already. It's down to 3 people. Good job, everyone.
Pat House got a heck of a game in front of him tonight.
King skating from right to left. Steinbach Pistons left to right here inside of this third period. Gabriel Bougeot and Kirk Mullen out there to take the draw. They started off the game. They're going to end it for us here in this one. Charlie Sandman back to get this puck. Sheffield going to miss the puck there. As now Kirk Mullen just trying to stop that puck up. Now that shot comes in on Sheffield, but it's going to miss wide. Here is Doyle trying to find that puck up at the line. No one able to find it. Now Cook's going to go back in his own zone, and the Kings are going to ice it for our stoppage of play. First stoppage of play here in this period. Not even, I guess, just past the 20-second mark of the period. 21 seconds to be exact.
Been a pretty solid game so far. Both sides getting chances, both sides defending. And whoa, look out.
The Kings' effort better than yesterday, that's for sure. I shouldn't say that too early, but it has been a solid effort up to right now. But the Steinbach Pistons trying to get this game all tied up at threes. Here is Willamette just going to get this puck up. Just going to fire that in. There is Logan Walker. Now Bougeot just trying to find that at the back wall. No one there, though. 19-12 left here to play in the third period. The shots are tied 20-20. As that shot just almost goes over the glass, but catches the very, very edge. As back behind his net, here is number 24, Liam Doyle. Doyle now just got a couple of head fakes, going to waste his time as he's going to wait for Peranuzzi to get skating. That pass there. All the way over, here comes Leo Chambers. Chambers now going to dig through one man, which is Ashton Paul. That shot there comes to the sidewall as Sheffield wasn't expecting that too vastly. As there's Glover going to go cross ice to Ashton Paul. Paul going to land his man. Good hit there on Noah Sabo as Ashton Paul, here he is through center. Glover going to hold on offside. And Jordan backs in a little too early. 18:23 left here to play in the third period. The Kings looking to pull off a victory in front of 1,900 fans and counting. Ruette trying to find that puck. Now here's Hofer. Hofer just going to go back all the way over as Matt and Murray just going to tip that puck in. As there's Leadon just leaving that puck up into no one's land. As Simchuk now just going to try and hammer that down the wall. Matt and Murray has to come in and play it. Now here stepping up to the play, here is David Cote. Cote all the way over, that shot high and wide over Sheffield's head. Now here's Matt and Murray just going to skate this puck up, but that puck gets too much ahead of him. As Cote going to come retrieve himself. As that puck is fired into the Dauphin bench. And the faceoff going to come back into the neutral zone. I believe it's going to be
just
closer,
outside the Steinbach blue line.
Closer to the Steinbach blue line. $17:50 left here to play in the third period. 20-20 the shots. 3-2 the score in favor of the Kings. Hofer now just trying to get that pass back, but here's Fuchs. Not able to get that pass ahead. Now here, turning this puck around, there is Shayak. Check that. That is not Shayak. That is Joshua Schmidt. Back down low, just trying to get a hold of that. There is Ryland Gage. Now here's Shayak trying to go back to the middle. Now here's the pass here for Fuchs. That shot right on. Good save there, Sheffield. Quick whistle. With 17:26 left here to play in the third.
Just a quick recap out of town. So OCN comes back to win it at home to Swan Valley 5-3, and Neepawa beat Winnipeg Freeze 3-2 in overtime. Bit of a late night for the MJ tonight.
And the
only the 3 games.
And Parkland Rangers, not their night down in Norman with a attendance of 1,449. Are losing 7-1 right now. Looking to try to rebound themselves tomorrow as they play again down in Thompson, Manitoba. That puck there from Sandman just tipped all the way in. And going to get it here is Ryland Gage. Gage now not able to get his man. Now back the other way. Here comes Jack Cook. Just going to go up the middle. Now he's going to go through his man. That shot right in on Sheffield. Sliding left to right. Gets a hold of that puck and covers it up with a whistle. With 16:49 left here to play in the third. Trey Gannett's out there along with Gabriel Bugeaud. Carson Raymond. As that puck comes to the front of the net. Good play there as here comes Ethan Willamette. Just going to lead pass there for Logan Walker. A little too much ahead of him. Walker going to use his stick to try to get that. And then David Cote trying to hold down Glover as he wasn't able to. Now back the other way. Here comes Burns. Burns now going to cross corner dump that as that is going to be icing on the Steinbach Pistons.
Didn't quite make center.
The 50-50 over 10 grand now here inside of Credit Union Place.
So 5,000 take home.
Pretty good math there, Trent. I mean, that's an easy one to figure out. That pass all the way back over. Here's Ethan Willamette now. Gonna go back up to the point. Now here's Carson Raymond. Shot just up and over. Gannett's gonna come in and pinch, then he decides not to. Now here's Trey Sauter. Sauter now working his way in for the Pistons. Now it's back for Kirk Mullen. Mullen now, good job there from Gannett's. Just gonna hold up his man. Now Mullen just gonna go back below the goal line. There is Trey Sauter. Good play there from Carson Raymond. Now off the wall. Walker able to get it. Now here's Jordan Bax skating into it. Jordan Bax working his way in. Toe drag shot. Release. Good save there from Leadon. Bax now going to go all the way across ice. Just going to stop it up there for Aiden Murray. Murray now back towards the front of the net. It's loose. As taking down Glover there was Leadon. No call coming. Sheffield got one for tripping earlier. Leadon pretty close to a tripping call there. Breaking his way in. Here's Hofer. Hofer back door. Here's Ashton Paul. Shot just up and over the net. Here's Aiden Murray back up at the blue line. The Kings trying to force and try and pick up a 2-goal lead here. Here's Bax behind his net. Ashton Paul first one in pursuit. Paul now just going to hammer that back below the goal line, but Doyle was there before Bax, and now this puck is back up, and it's going to be fired the length of the ice for another Steinbach Pistons icing. Ruette decides to take the draw on the glove side of Leadon. 5:14 left here to play in the third period. 3-2 the score. In favor of the Dauphin Kings. 23-21 the shots. Also in favor of the Kings. Charlie Sandvin back to get this puck for the Kings as he's going to fire that puck all the way up. And Matt and Murray not able to hand it cleanly. Working his way in as that looked offside. David Cote and offside. $10,330 is the 50-50 right now. 5,000.
165.
160. Oh my gosh, Trent. Had that figured out before you even said it. Charlie Sandvin back to get this puck here for the Kings. Now we're just going to send it up as gets that up to the red line, dumps it in. Not all the way in though, as this puck is sent the length of the ice, as able to beat out his man there, and another icing there for the Steinbach Pistons. Not able to get their change in. Corrette out there to take the draw. Murray on his left. Simchuk on his right. Avril Simchuk now is going to have the first goal in this game, as I mentioned earlier. Off the power play. Gruette now back down low, and now here's Avril Simchuk. Simchuk now going to turn back on a dime. Now he tries to pressure that below the goal line. As now this puck is back up for David Cote. Cote now going to fire it all the way across. Now Funk going to lay into it. Good play there. Sandvin lets that puck out of the zone. Now this puck is back up. Avril Simchuk. Simchuk now has a few words for his man. As Brendan Funk has a few words for Avril Simchuk, making a move at the line, working his way in. Jack Cook shot, as that's blocked up in front. Now trying to pull off the Michigan, possibly. There is Ingebrigtsen. Ingebrigtsen, as now that shot back towards the front of the net. Sheffield had a pad down. Now this puck is back up. The Kings just trying to survive. Ingebrigtsen, now here's Fuchs. That shot way up and over. As Sheffield gets taken out, the Kings are going to the power play. Sheffield got tripped up behind the play, and it looks like
interference, kind of.
Looks like number 12, Cole Cairns,
there.
doesn't like the call, but you clearly ran into Cole Sheffield.
Well, he clipped him, that's for sure.
So Cole Cairns sits in the box for the next 2 minutes or less. As Chambers wins that draw, and the Kings are back on the power play here inside of Credit Union Place. As that puck is fired the length of the ice, Sheffield just going to stop it up there and leave it behind the net there for Trey Gnetz. Gnetz now going to get his feet moving. Now he's going to skate this puck up. Now he's going to go cross ice. Here is Jordan Bax. Bax now going to get taken out. A little bit of a possible head check there. As Bax down on the ice.
He's having trouble.
Trying to get off the ice.
Oh, he's bleeding.
Jordan Bax is clearly bleeding out of the eye.
Oh.
Out of the eyebrow area, I should say, as that puck is fired off the glass. Now here is Avril Simchuk able to hold that puck cleanly. Fuchs in pursuit of this one. Simchuk just going to leave it behind the net. There is Gnetz. Trey Gnetz now just going to leave it behind. Skating this puck out, here is Ashton Paul. Paul now going to get that up to Logan Walker. Walker now going to try to put it behind his back. Now here is Avril Simchuk. Simchuk down. Working his way up behind the net. Now it's up for Hofer. Hofer now. Paul not able to hold it cleanly on his stick. He tries to get it in. It's in the padding of Paul. Now here is Avril Simchuk just going to skate this puck in. They're offside. As Glover has a few words there for number 10, Samuel Node. Jordan Bax went off bleeding. You saw that, Trent, as there's still blood left on the ice. .21 left here to play in the third period. Playing that puck here is Bugeaud. Bugeaud now just going to take this puck back, as now he's going to give it there to Naaman Hofer. Hofer now. He's going to go for a little bit of a skate. Now he's going to drop it back off there to Bugeaud. Bugeaud now just going to rim it all the way around. Now he's going to send Ethan Williman in pursuit of this puck. Going to let it go back to the point. Here's Charlie Sandvin. Sandvin now for the Kings. Just going to hold it back up the line now. Hofer all the way over. Here's Bugeaud. Bugeaud back down in front. There's a tip on play by Ethan Williman. Beautiful drawn up play there. Bugeaud knew what he was looking for and he got it. Just not able to tip it past the glove side
That'll
there.
do it for the power play. 5-on-5.
We are back to 5-on-5 as that pass up for Ethan Williman. Just going to chip it off the board. Sandman going to dump it in deep. 11:30 left here to play, and then there is Kyan Gruet. Gruet had a chance at the wide open net, but Leading got there before him. Gruet now is going to battle it back below the goal line. Fresh Everett Silvertip as the Kings retrieved him a few weeks ago. As that shot there from Ashton Paul. Rebound, shot, score! The Kings regain their 2-goal lead. Coming off the stick of number 16, Ryland Gage. The Yellowhead Chief. First round pick for the Dauphin Kings. And he gets a big one here with 11:13 left here to play in the third.
The one spot you don't want your goalie burping out rebounds is right in the slot. Dauphin capitalized, and we're back to a 2-goal game.
As this puck is back up, here's the goal call. Ashton Paul with 2 assists on the night. So Gage from Paul is the official goal call, as now that puck, Ashton Paul is going to stop it up there from Gruet. A lot of hard work there from Kyan Gruet in the corner, as possibly formed that goal, and then Ashton Paul, of course, the initial shot, the turnover. Now here's Leo Chambers working his way in. Chambers now just going to turn and shoot that puck way wide. As now here's Ashton Paul. Paul now just going to try one-hand that up. Here is Joshua Schmidt. Going to duck her shoulder. That shot is high up and over. But the rebound came back down, back behind the net and stopped dead in his tracks. Joshua Schmidt just going to try to get a hold of that. But here is Peranuzzi. Peranuzzi just going to one-hand that. That looks like it's going to go down for icing. They're going to say no. As here is Sheldon Shayak. Shayak now going to go behind his net now. Here is Charlie Sandman. That stretch pass not able to go anywhere. Sandman's going to get it back, going to get it to the red line and dump it in. 9:57 left here to play. We just hit our halfway point of the third period. The Kings regain their 2-goal lead. Here's Funk working his way back in. Willamette trying to get a hold of that. Good hit there, Aiden Murray. He has had a solid game here this evening. Here is Ethan Willamette now. Just going to try to chip that off, and Sheldon Shayak going to push his man down, which would have been Burns. But now here's the puck back the other way. Here's Zabo. Zabo now going to try to get that back up. And the Pistons are offside. 9:31 left here to play in the third period. As Ryland Gage regains the Kings' 2-goal lead. You're listening to Dauphin Kings Hockey right here on Flow Hockey. Our viewers stay after the game, as we are going to have a post-game wrap up here inside of Credit Union Place. Out there to take the draw is Bugeaud, as he's able to tie it off. Walker just going to get it in deep. They're going to say icing. That thing off of anyone, apparently. Walker not going to complain, as he's going to go with the icing, as he just chipped that off the boards.
I mean, Steinbach had, what, 3 straight icings on them, so...
Yeah, I know.
The odd one against Dauphin isn't quite so bad.
Bouchot out there to take the draw again. He's able to win it as Caden Glover, Ethan Williman, check that. Thought he was the one that lost the glove, but he's just going to chip that in deep. 9:17 left here to play in the third period. 26-21 the shots, 4-2 the score. Here in favor of the Dauphin Kings. Here is David Cote. That stretch pass cut off there by Naaman Hofer, and it's tipped back in. Trent, I don't know what you call it, but I call it dump and chase hockey.
Yeah.
As the Kings get it to the red line, dump it in, lift it up as that puck is up for Logan Walker, and not giving the Steinbach Pistons any more inside their own zone. So they want to make a play to the full 200 feet and don't let them pass the blue line. Here's Logan Walker, not able to hold a pass. Then he's just going to get it up to the red line and dump it in, and he's going to let Haverhill Simchuk go chase after it. Here is Kai Angerwet, just going to pin this up against the boards as now Simchuk doesn't want to get caught behind the play, so now he's just going to get back. And now this pass back up for Ganetz, and he's just going to fire it right back into the zone. 8:24 left here to play in the third period. Kings just trying to keep hold of this 2-goal lead and not let it go to waste. Back down here is number 18, Trey Sauter, as he tried to get a hold of that puck, but now Madden Murray just going to pin that up against the boards. The Kings not going to let it go anywhere, then they're going to rim it all the way around. Here is Trey Ganetz just going to sauce that up. Burns now going to stop it up there. Sheffield went down. Kind of a tricky shot as Trey Sauter and Madden Murray going to get into a battle, but a good battle win there for Madden Murray on Trey Sauter. There's a very well-known veteran in this league. Trey Sauter has been in a lot of all-star games, has been in Swan Valley or I guess his hometown Swan Valley for a long time, but I think the trade kind of shocking for Swan Valley Stampeder fans. But Trent, we were talking about this earlier. Swan Valley, I think they were meaning to sell at the deadline because they weren't having the year that they wanted to.
Yeah, they were. It's a rough start to the year. Couldn't quite seem to turn it around, and so some of their more veteran guys, the ones that are near the end of their MJHL careers, they sent down the teams that have a chance to keep going into the playoffs, which is a nice move.
And Paul Dick has really incorporated him into the lineup here inside of Steinbach. And, I mean, Paul Dick has won many championships in this league, has been everywhere. And as we play on here with 7:14 in the third period, 26-21 the shots. The Kings lead 4-2. That shot towards the front of the net. That shot from Leo Chambers on the side of the net. Good save there, Sheffield. Ashton Paul now just going to chip it past the man. Then Paul just going to try to get past Cote. No one home as the Kings are making a defensive change. Ashton Paul going to get this puck in the corner. Cote just going to put that puck behind him. Now here is Doyle. Doyle now just going to get this puck up. Good play there. Here is Rylan Gage has the latest Kings goal as that puck is going to be iced all the way as it was tipped behind the red line with 6:40 left here to play in the third period. As they're drawn for the 50-50 here inside of Carnegie Place.
2-2.
Nope.
0-1.
Not me.
Trent, it's not you.
2-2-5.
Oh, well.
2-2-0-1. Come up with the sound room and let somebody.
I heard some screaming, but you never know.
Pretty nice chunk of change for somebody tonight.
Yeah, $5,000. Hey, that's not too bad. Almost $6,000. $500 short of $6,000 as that puck's going to go all the way down for icing on the Kings. 6:26 left here to play in the third period. 4-2 Kings. 26-22 the shots. Also in favor of the Dauphin Kings. This puck back up, blocked up in front by Aiden Murray at the second Kings goal. Now Sheldon Shayak has a chance at this puck as Sheldon Shayak thought he was going to go out for icing. He doesn't have a stick now. As I have a fan talking to me, asking me where the sound room is. It's not us. As
Pretty sure it
Kings are going
says
to go
right above
box,
the-
I believe.
Pretty sure it says sound booth right below the next one over.
Yeah, we are the press box. Looks like Damon Hofer's going off for holding here. And Jack Cook has gone to the... Check that.
26.
Yeah, Jack Cook has gone to the
Steinbach dressing room for some.
Steinbach dressing room for something. The Kings gonna have to kill off a 2-minute minor here to name an offer for holding. Have been perfect on the penalty kill up till today, or up till right now. Let's see if they can continue. This is the big kill here for the Kings. That puck gonna escape the zone as they get the first clear, and they didn't even have to touch the puck. As now this puck up, back up for Peranuzzi. Peranuzzi just gonna fire that all the way around the ice. As the Kings yet to beat Steinbach yet this year. As that puck is cut off, here is Joshua Schmidt. Schmidt now, possible trailer behind him, which is an Ethan Willman. Schmidt now, rebound, loose up in front. Score! Ethan Willman short-handed. Puts the Kings up by 3 on Ukrainian night, ladies and gentlemen. It is 5-2 here. The crowd knew it. We all knew it. Ethan Willman pulls it backhand and bats it in the back of the twine. And it is 5-2 in favor of the Dauphin Kings. And on Ukrainian night, here's the goal call from Al Gates. The Kings had a couple short-handed goals in the against Swan Valley. So Hofer still has to sit in the box since that was a short-handed goal. As the Kings get a short-handed goal here to make it a 3-goal game. And Gebritsen back behind his net as he had his stick knock out of his hands, as now this puck is back towards the front of the net. Good play there from Ethan Willamette as he just directs that to the corner. Back up to the point. Here is David Cote, just going to send that all the way back down low. Here's Trey Sauter. Sauter now working in as Magrill doing a good job of keeping him in out of the box. Back to out towards the front of the net as that shot there from Kaiser.
High stick.
As they're going to say that's a high stick on. That was the guy that was looking for the sound room.
He found it.
He found the sound room. I mean, he got his $5,000.
Half a minute left on this penalty kill.
This puck all the way back, and that puck is sent the length of the ice, and the Kings still on the penalty kill here inside of Credit Union Place. 4:23 left here to play on Ukrainian night, and it has been for sure a doozy here inside of Credit Union Place. Sheffield up to stop it up, and he's going to run it all the way around. Burns going to stop it up here now. Back behind his net there. Just putting it behind his net there is Fuchs, as that puck is sent the length of the ice by the Kings. And a good kill there, and they get a short-handed goal from Ethan Willamette. Naaman Hofer going to get asked to come back to the bench. And the Kings have killed off a key penalty. Naaman Hofer's holding minor, and they even get a short-handed goal from Ethan Willamette on it. As the Kings offside, they're going to check up. Looks like Anthony Bax is back up after that. Looks like that leading eyebrows. There's a good hit there by Trey Gannett's in the corner on Cairns. Gannett's now just going to fire this the length of the ice, looking for Ashton Paul in deep. Zabo just going to stop that puck up. Now Raymond going to lay out his man. As now this puck is back up. Good play there. Now here is Ashton Paul. Paul back the other way, just going to skate this up. Going to hit the blue line. Now he's going to put it behind his back. Ashton Paul back towards the front of the net. That is hand pass to the corner. Now Doyle just going to flip it down to his stick. 3:12 left here to play in the third period. The Kings up 3-5-2. 28-22 the shots in favor of the Kings here on Ukrainian night. Fans don't hit the exits. I don't know why, because everyone's having fun here inside of Credit Union Place. Jordan backs back the other way. Here comes Ethan Willamette. Has the latest goal for the Kings, and it came short-handed. Willamette now going to take down Cote, and I think he just lifted his stick, and Cote went down falling. Walker now going to use his back to protect the puck. Now that puck is fired all the way in. Sheffield going to stop it up there for Charlie Sandvin. Sandvin now going to whiff on that pass, as now the puck is back behind the Kings net. And Trent, I think when we look at this game, the Kings have had a full 60-minute effort, even though we still have 2 minutes left.
It's been a full game, much better effort than last night, which seemed to be a bit sluggish. But yeah, great game for them tonight. Going to get a pretty big 2 points and send this capacity home crowd happy.
1,900 fans and counting. Looking on here as the Kings have a big 5-2 victory over the number 1 ranked Steinbach Pistons in the MJHL right now. As the Kings look to pick up a big 2 points here inside of this one. Paranuzi in pursuit of this puck. Sheffield going to stop it up. Then he's going to take out Sheffield. No call. Sheffield, I think, initiated that hit.
I was going to say, they both kind of took each other out there.
As now this puck back up, Sheffield just going to glove that puck down with 1:39 left here to play in the third period. I think fans are hitting the exits because they don't want to get caught in the big rush in the parking lot.
That might be the case for some fans.
That shot's fired all the way in. Now here is Hofer. Hofer now going to grab this puck behind his own net. Now he's going to go and sit behind his own net. As we play on here with 1:25, there's a stretch pass trying to find Simchuk. Zabo just going to try to go across the ice as tried to find a man shrinking towards the net. Now back the other way. Here comes Kyan Gret. Just going to hit the red line and dump it in deep. 1 minute exactly left here to play in the third period. As that puck is tipped in there by Leo Chambers. And down to get it in the corner. Here is Fuchs. Just going to hand it back down to Doyle. That shot gets saved there, Sheffield. Shayak trying to get a hold of that puck as well. Now back towards the front of the net. Good save there. Now Joshua Schmidt off the wall. And it's all the way down the ice. Kirk Mullen not able to catch up to it. 40 seconds left here to play in the third period. As this puck is back in, Gannett's going to go get the icing. As I guess that was a high stick, and it's going to come all the way down to the other end of the ice. And one man that has been really good tonight, Trent, is Cole Sheffield, has made a couple of brilliant saves here in this one.
21 for 23. It's been solid when the Kings have needed him, and can't ask for much more of your number 1 goalie.
Here is Trey Sauter back the other way. 29 seconds. The fans starting to get loud here inside of Credit Union Place. Now back the other way. Here comes Ryland Gage as Trey Sauter has a few words for Gage. As there is Gage. Spears a man on the bench. As he's going to go out for a penalty. Gage, I don't know if they're going to get to call this. 7-6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, they are.
5 seconds.
Gage going to get to go to the box for the next 4 seconds.
Unsportsmanlike, it almost seems.
I believe so. .8 seconds left as the Dauphin Kings come into Ukrainian night after a big loss, after a tough loss last night. I don't know, see what happens here. 2.4 seconds. I wonder if they're just going to run out the clock. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And yes, they are. The Dauphin Kings. Kings win! Kings win! Kings win here inside of Trinity Place. As Darnell Duff always says, the Kings win 5-2 on Ukrainian night. The final salute from the crowds here inside of Trinity Union Place. Don't go anywhere. We will have a post-game update for you here inside of this one. And a final salute to the crowd here inside of Trinity Union Place. Ukrainian night 2024. What a dandy! Here inside of this one, we're going to get the 3 stars. Avril Simchuk gets the hungriest player. Trent's going to turn around the camera and we are going to go do our post-game interview. Our post-game here inside of Credit Union Place. Trent, I welcome you here inside of Credit Union Place. Everyone, I welcome you inside. But Ukrainian night, what a story to be had as the Kings have not won in the past 3 years on Ukrainian night. So they win here tonight, and it was a full 60-minute effort that the Kings got their way through.
Yeah, like I had mentioned earlier, I felt that yesterday's game was a bit of a sluggish start, and when you have a sluggish start against a team like OCN, they're good enough to make you pay for it. They did. Dauphin turned things around, got things straightened out, and they played their game. They kept Steinbach to minimal chances, only allowing 2 goals on 23 shots, getting 5 of their own. Pretty well win-win all the way around.
Trey Center gets the 3rd star of the game, well deserved, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Caden Glover gets the
Number
2nd
2.
star of the game. Well deserved though, Caden Glover,
yeah.
and that whole line of Jordan backs, Ashton Paul and Caden Glover came in big. But I thought one line that really surprised me, me today is Ashton Paul, well deserved also as well again. But one line that really surprised me was the 4th line for the Kings tonight. Riley Gage, Joshua Schmidt, and Sheldon Shyak. Hard hitting. First time, actually, the hardest hitting line that the Kings had here this evening. Got the puck in the offensive zone and got those good shifts going for the Kings. Got some momentum going. But just talk about that 4th line for a second.
I mean, 4th lines, you tend to want to have a group of guys that'll bring the energy, bring the momentum, try and generate chances, generate opportunities, and that's what those 3 guys did. Can't ask for much more.
And of course, that first line, no disappointment in that first line once again tonight. Caden Glover, Jordan Bax, and Ashton Paul. Of course, love to see the defenseman getting in on the scoring. And that big goal from Aidan Murray was absolute massive. But I think the biggest goal that the Kings got tonight was that short-handed marker from Ethan Wilmot, which kind of shut down the Steinbach Pistons here this evening.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a momentum builder when you get one shorthanded, and in a way, kind of momentum breaker for the other team to give one up shorthanded. So, yeah, it definitely kind of solidified the score and solidified the win for the Kings.
The Kings with 2 shorthanded goals in Swan Valley, 1 here tonight, which seals the victory here 5-2 in favor of the Dauphin Kings. And of course, one last thing, as you mentioned earlier, the Kings send 1,900 fans and counting home happy.
When you get a sellout, you want to perform at your best, and I'm pretty sure you can say that the Kings did that tonight. Full marks on this one.
That's going to wrap it up for us here inside of Credit Union Place. The Kings take a big 2 points over the Steinbach Pistons here in front of the biggest attendance in the MJHL as of right now. This year, I should say. But Trent, next weekend the Kings are on the road, but we are here for another Ukrainian night. Times 2. It's the Parkland Rangers Ukrainian night, sponsored by Roofs Furniture Dauphin. But the Kings here inside of Credit Union Place grab a big 5-2 victory, and we're going to say good night from inside of Credit Union Place. The Kings win big, 5-2 over the number 1 ranked Steinbach Pistons. And we're also, I should say, we're just going to say good night from inside of Credit Union Place. You have been watching and listening to Dauphin Kings Hockey right here on Flow Hockey.